my friend group completely fell out in the span of a month. How do you risk a 4-year-long friendship for a guy I had been getting cheated on? How do you know mental asylum ref hit me out? Babe, how does that happen accidentally? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be doing a juicy story time on how my friend group completely fell out in the span of a month, and I'm gonna be giving you guys a requested makeup tutorial. Love you guys. Okay guys, before anything, I'm gonna start off by icing my face. I ice my face every morning because it helps with the puffiness. If you can tell, I have a very puffy face. And I've heard that it has a lot of benefits. I'll include the list of benefits here. Let's get started off with that. This is amazing! Clipped my hair back because I have so many baby hairs, it's not even funny. I'm just letting the ice soak in for a little bit, but why not get started off with my story time? If you guys haven't, go get some little antojitos, some food to snack on because I'm gonna go in with moisturizer. I use the CeraVe moisturizer. It all starts off with me being in a friend group. Friend groups always go wrong. So in this friend group, it is me.
I'm using fake names because I do not want no drama whatsoever. This story was a while ago.
Cade is a guy that I had been talking to for probably about 6 months. Emma, a friend that I had been with since like elementary. Paul, who had just moved to the school, and they had been together dating for about
2 months.
Then there was Lily, who was also a part of our elementary friend group. Same with Amanda and Mila, who were just girls, a part of the friend group. Okay, so for brows, I use the Anastasia. This is the mini one, but I literally love it. And then I also use the e.l.f. brow lift. I do not like the fluffy brows or the soap brows. I get my brows threaded maybe like once every 3 months, but I also maintain them and shape them myself. Like every Sunday, I shape them. In another life, I would be a brow tech. I'm gonna go ahead and conceal my brows. For the bottom concealing, I usually always use my Hourglass concealer in shade Fawn, but I literally just ran out. There's probably like a little bit still in here, but I'm not gonna use it today. Today I'm gonna be using the Born This Way. I do recommend the Hourglass more for concealing your brows. Always make sure to blend it out with a small brush before going in with a beauty blender. Anyways, this story all begins at a girl's sleepover.
Again, what could ever go right at a girl's sleepover?
For the top of my brow, I use the L'Oreal foundation in shade 440. This is also my foundation, so I think I'm gonna get started off with the foundation. I just do one pump. We all have a sleepover. It is held at Lily's house. Spread out the foundation with a little brush before you go in with the beauty blender. Finally going in with the beauty blender. Jump scare! I go in with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is shade Light Clear. So I probably do one dot on my cheeks and my forehead. So at the sleepover, 3 of the girls had left. There was only Lily and Amanda left. Of course, it is Lily's house, so Amanda was the last one there. Her phone had died. She needed to text her mom. So in this case, as if anyone would, they asked if they could borrow their friend's phone to text their mom. Lily says, yeah, sure, like here's my iPad. She gives her the iPad. Amanda later tells us that when she had grabbed Lily's iPad, she got a message from Saul. She said she clicked the message and there was a lot of weird messages between Saul and Lily. This is when Amanda takes all the screenshots of the weird messages. She had sent the screenshots to her phone. She leaves the sleepover. I grab a little round brush and I also dip it into the e.l.f. Camo. I've been through it. Oh,
Pause.
This is where I do my nose contour. I do round nose contour. I could insert a picture if it helps. I'll be right back because I also need a lock-in for this. Okay, it might look crazy pigmented right now, but I promise you it goes down as soon as I put on the concealer. So my makeup routine is a trusted process. This is when I go in with the e.l.f. Putty Blush. This is in the shade Bali. Okay, so I guess after the sleepover, Amanda had sent Emma the screenshots. This was privately. I had no idea what was going on. Your girl was on vacation. I had arrived back from vacation and I get a group chat call. I did find it a bit weird that Lily was not in the call, so I was like,
what's going on?
because that group was never girls that would exclude each other. We were all very close. I'm telling you, since literally childhood. They end up showing me everything. I was genuinely like shocked, like jaw to the floor. I was like, how do you risk a 4-year-long friendship for a guy that just came into the group 4 months ago? Okay, this is where the concealer comes in. I use the Born This Way in shade Porcelain. So Emma, of course, ends up breaking up with Saul. After Emma, she sends a really big paragraph and it honestly caused just a huge argument. There was just a lot of beef and it just caused so much drama. So the friend group was slowly falling apart. I think maybe a week later, I had gotten a text message from Wade saying he wanted to stop talking. I just responded. I was like, okay, like I understand. The reason he had stated he wanted to break up was to focus on himself. Don't even get me started on guys that say that. It gets me so mad.
Like, just be real, like, don't lie, you know? Yo también de ti estoy enamorado.
My makeup's turning out so good. Anyways, we didn't talk, we had no communication, and it was probably about 3 days later when I get added to a group chat by Mila's cousin saying they want to throw a surprise birthday party for Mila. Of course, everybody is like, I'm so down. It comes to the day of the birthday party. Of course, the guys were not invited. It was just the girls. Lily was invited, but Lily knew that we were all gonna be there. She decided not to go, which honestly, thank God, because I did not know what would have went down if Lily did end up going to this party. This palette is literally crushed. It has been through it. I use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I use this to set in my bronzer and blush. Anyways, we're at the party. It's starting to get dark and we're all having such a good time. I get a message from a random number. Bro, it was literally middle school. Who would have thought a random number would ever message me this? Because
I was literally a baby.
I didn't even know. I get sent a video of Cade doing explicit things with the girl. The girl's face was not shown, but the sound was there in the video. I didn't know whatsoever that this kid had ever done such things, but it did hurt. It really did hurt because I was fresh off the breakup. Okay, my bronzer is pretty much set. Now I set my under eyes with the one size. I have the mini one right now just because I wanted to try it, but I really did end up loving this powder. I have it in the shade Translucent. I don't think I told nobody at the party because I did not want to expose the guy or the girl. I didn't respond to that message. I stay calm. Obviously, my eyes get a bit llorosos. I go to the restroom, I cry a little bit, and then I realize, I'm like, okay, this is my best friend's party.
I need a lock-in.
Okay, in this point of view, my whole face is set. I don't do a lot of powder, guys, because I feel like that's when you make your makeup look cakey. I do a teensy bit. Oh my god, I got a comment asking what lashes I was using or what mascara. In that video, I was not using mascara, guys. I've probably been using lashes for like 4 years. But I use lash clusters. I wish I could give you guys a direct answer, but I mix all of these. I have so many. The ones I was using in that video and the ones I am currently using are the UI Lulu. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I have the AMZ Girl and the Spanxitin. lashes. These are all lash clusters and I
Highly recommend.
I literally love them. Okay, now I go in with the Juvia's Place blush volume 2 and I use the blush on the bottom. So I go back and I sit down. We're all at a table eating. This is when I see my childhood best friend. We will call her Layla. My friend shows me her phone and it is Layla's story of her on the phone with a guy that looks a lot like my ex. And there was like a love song posted to it and like a little heart sticker.
It was not cute. It was not a cute feeling.
I just looked at it and I was like, oh, whatever. I didn't really take it to heart because I was like, oh, like we're friends. She wouldn't do that. Later on, I think a week later, I get a message from
Another
childhood friend. We're gonna call her Ivana. Ivana sends me a message asking me if I ever talked to Cade. She basically leads the conversation and says, oh, well, he loves it around here. And me being a sweet little innocent baby, I was just like, yeah, like, of course, you're stunning. I was way too sweet. I didn't know how people were. Still till this day, I don't think I'd ever treat nobody how they treated me. I think probably 2 weeks later, she sends me another message. Sorry, I'm going in with this highlighter. Somebody had gotten it for me. It's in the shade Champagne Glow, if you guys have seen it in a store. I'm sorry. 2 weeks later, I guess I had stopped talking and she had texted me saying that she was done with him. We went back to being friends, talking about how life had been, how they were, how he treated me, how he treated her. I don't know how it got brought up in conversation, but I had asked when they started talking. She said April 20th, and I go back to look at the breakup message, which happened to be April 31st. That's probably more than a week and a half. I had been getting cheated on. Who's surprised? It is Kaylee here. Like,
When have I not been cheated on?
okay, only baddies get cheated on, let's be for real. We were just like, that's crazy, he was talking to me while he was dating you. So we both ended up texting him and I was just like, being with me, meanwhile talking to a whole nother girl is crazy. He had responded and said, y'all blank are stupid, can't take the time out of your day to listen to what actually happened.
Honestly, at that point, I wasn't wondering what actually happened because there's no way to clear yourself up from that.
They said, I don't give a blank, to be honest. Let me be by myself. I'm not trying to argue. Just leave me alone. See, this is what I never understand. They always come out with the victimizing mindset. Babe, own up to what you did. I responded and I said, let me listen to what actually happened. Knowing he couldn't excuse himself. Like, we had the proof. We had the evidence. He said, nah, it's whatever. I'm tired and I haven't slept since yesterday nor ate. So I'm not arguing, doing nothing of that. I'm good. Let me be by myself. Sorry, I'm trying to get my lip liner. Okay, for lip liner, I use the Makeup by Mario. It is in the shade Rich Moi. He had responded to the girl. How the blank did I play you? Explain. Oh my gosh. I literally told you yesterday, if you don't want me, then don't waste my time. I literally didn't do blank. Just because I started talking to you a couple days before I broke up with me doesn't mean I played you. I do nothing but love you, bro. Put me in a mental asylum. I'm done.
Time out.
She said, how am I wasting your time because you played me? He said, how? Explain. You guys tell me, if your boyfriend is telling another girl he loves her a few days before breaking up with you, that's still cheating, right?
Right.
She ends up sending me a screenshot, like I think a week later, and said, I got him, laughing emojis. I told Cade played him and I think he blocked me. So he had sent her a message saying, you didn't give a anyway. She said, I did, but not anymore. Also, I didn't really mean to do this, but I had explicit with one of the guys you don't like, and I was messing with you the whole time. Floor. I was just so like, wow. Cause guys, keep in mind, we were young. We were so young. What do you mean? What? It didn't really mean to do this. Babe, how does that happen accidentally? I don't know, but she got her revenge. I'm using just this fluffy brush to get any excess powder off. So the guys for sure ended up falling out of the group and they ended up both moving to different schools. As a cherry on top, I use the One Size Setting Spray. I'm not going to use it today, but I highly recommend it. I literally love it, adore it. I've never had good experiences with setting sprays, but this one, Lily and Emma never ended up talking again. Honestly, the friend group just never talked again after that, so that's pretty much it. But guys, this is your sign to protect your peace. Literally do not care about dating. Guys are not worth it whatsoever. You are gorgeous. I love you, and I hope you guys enjoyed my story time and my makeup tutorial. Bye guys, love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this.